Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a review on a product from Cover FX, and it is the Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. This is what it looks like. I have it in the color number P40. And I feel as if I had tried this once long ago. I couldn't seem to find a video about it, but maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I recently had heard Jaclyn Hill talking about this product, and I decided to give it a try, and I'm really glad I did. And I think if I did try this previously, I know what the issue was, because I had ordered one online and I ordered it in the neutral undertone, which I tend to almost always run to a neutral undertone foundation, usually a medium beige or a light medium beige color. And with this, if I ordered that, it would be an N30 and 40. And so I had ordered one, it came in, it was like orangey, yellowy gold on me, bad. So then I went into the store and I was kind of walking around and I was like, you know what, let me take another look at those just to see, because it was still, my interest was still piqued in it, but I just couldn't figure out the color, the right color. And you know that's key with foundation. It doesn't matter how much we love a formula or the way it works. If it's not the right color, it doesn't matter. And that being said, I went over and I started swatching all the neutrals on my hand, one after another, and nothing looked right. So then I was like, I don't know, am I in the wrong color category? So I tried the gold ones. That was just bad. That was just really bad. So then one of the guys that I know there came over and he's like, what about the pink undertone ones? And I was like, I'm not really pink undertone. I'm more like, I mean, I guess my chest, I have on pink right now. It's probably why it looks more so. But I was like, I'm not usually a pink undertone at all. And so he's like, well, let's just swatch it and see. And can I tell you? It's like perfect. It is absolutely the perfect color. It comes in a nice squeeze tube. The color shows through at the line at the bottom. It comes in the squeeze. It is a nice thick consistency. I will insert a clip here of how I have been wearing it. I have been wearing it most days mixed with the foundation and a drop or two of a oil. Doesn't matter what kind. This one is from Lancome. It's multi-vial daily replenishing oil. I've used the Colleen Rothschild. That one just seems to be the easiest for me. And it just looks awesome when you're done. It looks very natural, very healthy. It doesn't look oily. It doesn't look dewy. I am an oily combination skin tone girl. I draw oils immediately on my forehead, through my chin, and on like the tops of my cheeks. I do not need highlighters. Yes, it is oil free. Yes, I'm adding an oil back in, but it just does something to the foundation that makes it look beautiful. Now I have worn it as well without the oil in it, and it does a great job too. Those days that I do that, actually I have a face of the month video that I will link somewhere around here. I'm not sure which one's going up first because I'm pre-taping some stuff for the month of December, but I'll link it somewhere around here. In that one, I am going to use this, just strictly this. And not put the oil into it. And you'll see the difference there. It is a little bit harder to work with. I use a brush. I tend to use the Marc Jacobs angled face brush. The number's worn off. I don't know what it's called. That brush is amazing. I did try it with a beauty blender. That did not work out well for me. I tried it with my fingers and I still had to go in with a brush. I'm a brush girl, guys. I always go with brushes for foundations. It just works for me. That's what worked. So it is a little bit difficult to work with in the beginning, but as it starts moving along your skin and you tap it more than drag it, don't drag it, you tap it in, it really looks absolutely gorgeous when you're done. On the days that I don't use the oil, I tend to do that on days where I feel like I'm getting oilier as it goes into more winter, like cold months. We're still in days, my eyes are red right now because of allergies still. We're still in these weird days where we're having some days in the 60s and the next days in the 40s. So when it gets really cold out and I have the heat on all the time, my skin actually produces more oils. I don't know if it's trying to combat something. So with that, I tend to not want to use the oil on those days. So it works great both ways. I just feel as if it has just a natural, beautiful, healthy glow without looking too matte or without looking too dewy. When you use it on its own, I will say it is a satin finish foundation. very true to what it is. The color I find is very similar to what you see here, which is surprising. So if this is something that you have been considering, or if you tried one and it wasn't the right color, go back in and take another look at this color line. They have a huge selection of colors, huge selection. I think there's 5 or 6 in each breakdown, and there's 4 different breakdowns. I think there's pink undertones, gold undertones, neutral undertones, and then dark undertones. Is that what it is? What's that fourth one? I'm not 100% sure. And each one of those have 4 or 5 colors inside of it. It is absolutely amazing selection. So you can play with it. At first I thought I was going to have to mix 2. I definitely don't have to. This is a great color match for me. If you had considered this before, definitely give it a shot. It is only sold, I've heard, at Sephora. It says Sephora exclusive when you go on Sephora, but I know you can also buy CoverFX products sometimes at Ulta and at drugstore.com. If I find it somewhere else, I will link it below, but it does say that it's a Sephora exclusive. $40, middle of the road. It's not a cheap foundation. It's not a $20 foundation, but it's not a $60 foundation. I'd say it's right middle of the road. So I've really been enjoying this. I definitely think this is one that is something that I will keep around for quite some time. So let me give you my breakdown now. Pigmentation on this is amazing. It is great coverage, phenomenal, just like it really can cover everything. You will not need a concealer after you use this. Definitely not. So it's a good solid 5 out of 5. Texture on this is really nice. It is thick. You do have to figure out how to work with it best with your skin. With me, sometimes it's mixing the oil in, sometimes it isn't. But it's definitely a little bit more difficult to work with than a typical foundation because it is a thicker texture. So I'd say that's about a 4 out of 5. Longevity, this stuff does not move on me all day. It stays. Now I set it with a powder. Any powder will work, but it does stay once I set it with that powder. It's really awesome. So longevity is a good solid 4.5 out of 5. Application runs along those same lines as texture. It can be a little bit difficult in the beginning to find the best way that works for you, but it's going to depend on your skin type and what type of finish you want from it. Sorry, my nose is itching. Whether you want more coverage, less coverage. The Beauty Blender gave less coverage. My fingers and the brush gave more coverage. So application can be a little bit tricky. It's a 4 out of 5. Packaging, I love the packaging. I love that it's a plastic tube. I love that you can just squeeze it. I love that it has that nice top. I love that it has the see-through so you can see what color it is. It clicks into place to close it. I think the packaging is really nice. Good solid 4.5 out of 5. Price is $40, as I said, at Sephora. Color selection on that with that makes it really not bad. It's kind of even middle of the road, as I had said. I'd say it's a 3.5 out of 5 because it's not the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive. But for the results I'm getting, it's definitely 3.5, 4 out of 5, I would say. So product overall on this, I would say this is a good solid 4, 4.5 out of 5. It is definitely something that I am enjoying. It is working great with my skin now that I found the right color. And it definitely has a great staying power, great finish, and great coverage. If you are an oily combination person like me, this is definitely something to give a shot. If you don't have the oil, don't worry about it. But if you feel like you need it, you can mix a little bit of moisturizer in if you don't have an oil, just as another thought. So that is my review on the CoverFX Natural Finish Oil-Free Foundation. Please let me know if you have any other questions. And let's see here. What I'm wearing, I have on the CoverFX Natural Oil-Free Foundation, Tarte CC Corrector under my eyes. I have on the Urban Decay Naked Powder, Hourglass Bronzer, Mood Exposure Blush, Urban Decay Naked Concealer, Kat Von D Shade and Light to set under my eyes. I have on the NARS Pro Primer, the Viseart eyeshadow palette with the gray I've been playing with again, and then these two and the cream one. I have on today the Love Alpha Mascara, and lips are Marc Jacobs Primrose Lip Liner, Estee Lauder Pure Color Romance in Vague Obsession, I think it's 420, and Buxom Lip Gloss in White Russian. I have on the Aurora necklace along with the Nova pendant. I have on the Milia tassel. Shirt is an old, just cute t-shirt. I think it was from Aerie a couple years ago. Hair is just bumped back in a ponytail, nothing special. And that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any other questions about this product. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye.